Hey, Lisa McCullough here, back at you for my video series on thyroid function and how to do your basal temperature and all that awesome stuff. So anyway, yesterday we talked about how to do your basal temperature and what the symptoms are for possible low thyroid function. So today I want to talk about what those numbers mean. So you're taking your basal temperature every morning, 10 minutes under the arm before you get out of bed, and we're recording those numbers for 3 days. So what do those numbers mean? So I'll just kind of give you where the numbers fall first, and then we'll kind of go over those a little bit. So low function normal is between 97.8 and 98.2. So if you're getting readings of 97.8 and 98.2, your thyroid function is pretty normal. I mean, there's always room for improvement. You can always boost that up just to get more energy, more thyroid function. I mean, you don't want to go on the hyper side of it, but you know, I'm always for I want to be way up there, right? I want to be at the top. Yeah, I don't want to be just normal. I am not normal in any way whatsoever in any part of my life. So hell no, I'm not going to be normal in that. I want to be way above, right? I just don't like that. Okay, so now if you're getting readings of 97.8 below that, then that is way below normal. Okay, so that means that your thyroid is not functioning at optimal level at all whatsoever. So you're needing to get this under control. We need to look at that and go, okay, what can we do to fix this situation, right? Okay, so now if you're getting readings of 96 to 95, then that is kind of a really those are really low numbers. And so that is not to scare anybody or anything, but you need special attention to your thyroid because that is where your symptoms are coming from for absolute certainty. There are other factors that come into this, like with the hypothalamus and the pituitary and the parathyroid and whatnot with connective tissues, but we can go into that at a later date. So if you're getting readings from 96 to 95, then you really need to do this. You really need to work on these things, and you need to contact me because I can give you all the information on how to boost that thyroid function. But I am going to do this video series. I'm going to give you steps to take to boost that thyroid function. So that's what those numbers mean. Okay, so 97.8 and below is low thyroid function. 96 to 95 is way below low. That's like non-existent. We need to take drastic measures and aggressive therapies, right? Okay, so what causes the thyroid to not work at optimal level? Why is this happening? Really? What did I do to make my doggone thyroid not work? You know? So a lot of times it's just, we're kind of born that way, right? We're just kind of born with a weak thyroid function. And that can happen because, let's say maybe your mother maybe had low thyroid function when she was pregnant with you, and that is all passed on. Not that it's anybody's fault whatsoever, but that's just the way it is, right? This is the cards we were dealt. We just gotta deal with them. So, so kind of like a genetic weakness or whatever, I don't really believe in a lot of that stuff, like, oh, my genes say, because I'm sorry, you can reprogram anything. Even the DNA, genetic stuff. Oh my, this parent had this certain thing. So, oh my goodness, I'm going to get it. Oh no, don't believe any of that stuff. That's just ridiculousness. Anything can be fixed. Anything can be worked with and reprogrammed. I guarantee it because I've done it myself. So that's kind of where it comes from, possibly. The other thing that causes low thyroid function is different foods that we might be eating that can cause that. One thing that a lot of people do not know, and I see people buying this stuff all the time, especially vegetarians and vegans, and I literally cringe because they just don't know what they're doing. They just don't know what they're doing to themselves. And that is soy. Soy is literally poison. It is poisonous unless it has been fermented. So if you're drinking soy milk, you need to stop. if you're eating tofu, you need to stop because it's just not good for us. I don't care what anybody says. They can say all day long that it's wonderful. It's not. It's poison, literally, and most of it is GMO, and it's been sprayed with chemicals, it's been sprayed with pesticides and all of that stuff. And what are you eating? You're eating chemically treated, processed poison. And so it's going to be detrimental to our health. It's going to be detrimental specifically to our thyroids, right? So we want to quit eating soy. Please don't let me see you eat buying soy in the grocery store, because let me tell you, I will tell you that it's bad for you. You know, people think I'm kind of crazy, but I just tell them the way it is. Okay, so let's see, where are we going to go from here? So what other causes besides soy will cause the thyroid to go down and be like congested and whatnot? Because the main reason why our thyroids aren't functioning properly is because they're congested. Why are they congested? What causes the congestion? One thing that causes the congestion is mucus, okay? Mucus within the body system. And what is the mucus caused by? That would be dairy products. So we are not meant to drink milk from a 2,000 pound lactating cow that is lactating because she's supposed to be feeding a calf. Okay, we are not cows, we are humans, and we shouldn't be drinking milk from 2,000 pound cows. And that opinionated, sorry, that causes mucus in the body. And so we should really limit the dairy intake. I mean, I know I love cheese. Oh my goodness. Hello. I am like, that was like the hardest thing for me to ever even think of giving up. I did for 2 years, but yeah, I do eat cheese now and then because I love it. So, but just limit that. All right. Let's limit that. Okay. The other thing that causes me, thyroid function to go down a little bit is acid in the body. Acid. When our cells are bathing in acid, they don't function properly. Acid eats tissue. It eats away at that tissue. What causes acid in the body? That would be cooked food and animal protein. So animal protein being, beef and chicken and turkey, all that stuff. Any animal protein, it causes acid in the body. It's acid forming. And so what can we do to reduce that acid in the body from the protein? Limit the protein intake, just don't eat as much. Don't eat meat at every meal. Just maybe once a day, or let's say maybe 3 times a week versus every single night of the week having meat in your food. It's not necessary. We do not need that. I know all the bodybuilders and all that stuff say, oh, you got to eat massive protein. Well, that's absolute hogwash, complete hogwash. My man has totally debunked that myth, right? He's vegan and he is a bodybuilder and he's jacked, okay? So I know for a fact you do not have to eat 10 pounds of steak a day to be a bodybuilder and gain muscle, because he does it on spinach. There you go. Okay, so just limit your meat intake, that will help with that. Anyway, so those are the main reasons why maybe our thyroid is not functioning properly, just because it's congested, it's bathing in acid, it needs, our bodies need to be alkaline to be healthy, and so we need to alkalize that. So that is what your numbers mean, okay? And those were some of the little causes that can cause your thyroid to not be functioning properly. And then there were quite a few of my opinions in there. So take those or leave those, But anyway, so that's the video for today. Now tomorrow I'm gonna do a video about what we do to boost that thyroid function. I'll look at food. I'll look a little bit of herbal and a little bit of oils. So we're gonna do a little combo of food, herbs, and oils. Which herbs and oils are in the same category, but we can do a couple different things to really, really, really enhance that. So I'll go over that tomorrow. So I hope that helped. I hope that gives you a little bit of incentive to get those basal temperatures taken so you know where you're at, and then we can work on fixing the issues, right? So that's it for today, and I'll say peace out and namaste.